You keep the same routine every day. Same route to work, same order at the coffee shop, same seat in the same room. It is not boring exactly. It is safe. And today, for no clear reason, that safety feels like something closing around you instead of holding you up. Why does comfort start to feel like a cage the moment you sit still in it too long? Here is what nobody told you about your comfort zone. It was never built to make you happy. It was built to keep you alive, and those are not the same job. In 1908, psychologists Robert Yerkes and John Dodson ran a series of experiments that produced one of the most quietly important findings in behavioral science. They discovered that performance does not rise as stress falls. It rises, peaks, and then falls again, forming a curve. Too little pressure, and performance drops. Too much pressure, and performance also drops. The best results live in a narrow middle zone, just past comfortable, where there is enough challenge to demand focus, but not so much that it triggers panic. Your comfort zone was never a resting place. It was the lowest point on that curve. This is why staying comfortable rarely feels like relief for long. Your brain is not built to idle. It is built to scan for the next relevant challenge, and when it cannot find one, it starts generating problems out of nothing. Restlessness, irritability, a vague sense that something is wrong even though nothing has changed. That is not a flaw in you. That is a system doing exactly what it evolved to do, searching for a reason to engage. Decades later, psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi studied people at the edge of their ability, in that same narrow zone Yerkes and Dodson had mapped. He interviewed rock climbers, chess players, surgeons, and musicians, and found something consistent across every one of them. The state they described as most fulfilling, the one they called flow, only appeared when the challenge in front of them was slightly harder than what they already knew how to do. Not wildly harder, slightly. Enough to stretch, not enough to snap. That single word, slightly, is the part almost everyone gets wrong about growth. People assume the comfort zone has one exit, and it is a cliff. Quit the job, move across the country, confront everyone at once. So they either stay frozen at the edge, or they leap and land somewhere so far outside their ability that the stress response takes over and they retreat further than where they started. Neither path uses the curve correctly. The actual exit is smaller than you think, and it is close by. It is the version of the task that makes your hands slightly unsteady but not shaking. The conversation that makes your voice slightly tighter but still able to speak. The rep, the sentence, the email that is one size larger than what you already trust yourself to do. That is the zone Yerkes and Dodson measured, and it is the zone Csikszentmihalyi found flow inside of. It has a name, even if nobody used it with you growing up. It is called the stretch zone, and it sits directly between comfort and panic. There is a reason this matters more than motivation ever will. Motivation tries to talk you into the cliff. The stretch zone does not require motivation at all, because the step is small enough that your nervous system does not read it as a threat. You do not need to feel ready. You only need the next version to be slightly bigger than the last one, over and over, until the thing that once lived outside your comfort zone quietly becomes the new floor of it. This is also why comfort zones expand instead of staying fixed. Every stretch you complete gets absorbed. What terrified you a year ago is often boring now, not because you became a different person, but because your floor moved. The cage was never a fixed size. It only felt permanent because you were standing still inside it. You are sitting in that same routine again, same seat, same quiet unease. But now you know that feeling is not a warning to retreat. It is a signal that the floor is ready to move, if you give it something just slightly larger to hold.